hello there.
And welcome to the Brick Base. My name's Josh, and today we're going to be looking at the 75154 ImperialTIE Stryker. This set includes 4 minifigures and comes with 543 pieces. It is a retired set, but it originally retailed for $70, but now you can pick it up for around $50. Let's take a closer look. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be taking a look at with the set are the minifigures that it included. First off, we're going to be looking at the Rebel Trooper. I really like the design of these figures. This is the only Rebel that this set included. And the body printing looks really good. I think he's supposed to have some mag pouches. Turning him around, there's not much going on. There's just some straps. I really like the design of the helmet. It's a serious relief to see these come out after the Resistance Troopers. I hate the way those look. With the gun, I'm not a huge fan of the way they put the little peg thing on there. It just looks weird to have a light gray peg with a black gun. This figure does have a reversible face, so let me just take the helmet off. So on the front, he's just got like a happy kind of neutral face, and then flipping it around, he's got his serious, I don't know, I guess war face. So that's all we're going to be taking a look at with this figure. Let's move on to the next one. The next figure we'll be taking a look at is the Imperial Ground Trooper. These are the guys who help direct the ships when they're trying to land. And the batons that he uses to do this, they look pretty cool. They're pretty simple, but they're a good design. I do like the molding on the helmet. It is very similar to the Death Star Gunners. But overall, this is a pretty simple figure. As you can see, it's mostly black. Turning it around, there's little slots for the batons, but other than that, there's really not much else to talk about with this figure, so let's move on to the next one. The next figure that we're going to be taking a look at is the ImperialTIE Stryker pilot. These look very similar to the TIE Fighter pilots that you get in all the TIE Fighter sets, but it does look pretty good. If you look at the mask, the one difference is you've got these silver stripes on the front. You can't see it very well on the camera, but they are there. Other than that, the rest of the figure is very similar to the ones that you get in the TIE Fighter sets. You have a little respirator on the front. On the back, they left it very plain, which I'm not a huge fan of. They could have done some kind of printing or something back there. But anyway, yeah, let's move on to the next figure. The last figure included in the set is the Scarif Trooper. I really like the way these look. This is probably my favorite figure included in the set. I really like the way these guys look in the movies, and LEGO did a really good job replicating them. For the torso, there's like this light bluish-gray printing, which continues onto the left arm. Other than that, there's not too much. I really like the helmets. They look really cool. The guns are kind of cool. I like when they use the binocular piece to attach to that one gray gun with the 2 barrels. Turning it around, there's not that much printing on the back, but it does look cool. So yeah, that's it for the figures. Now let's move on to the TIE Stryker. So this is the ImperialTIE Stryker, and it looks really good. I think it's a really solid build. It's got some cool features, and so yeah, let's get into those. So this is the top, and you use this in order to access the weapon storage and the cockpit. And so first we'll be looking at the cockpit. So you access this by opening up this hatch right here. And inside, there's not too much going on. They didn't really add any controls. They use a droid torso for like the steering, which you can access by opening up this windshield here, and then you just kind of seat the pilot down. He's not studded in or anything, but he does stay in there pretty nicely, if I can get him to go in. And then you just close this around him, and then you can close the top, and he fits in there pretty nice. The next part, or the other hatch, you can open up, and this is just kind of the weapon storage. You can fit his gun in one of these, and then also you're supposed to put his radio in the other one. There's also a pair of binoculars, but you can't really fit a figure in there. It's a pretty tight fit. So yeah, we'll move on to the other features of the set. So other than the interior, there's not too much else to talk about. They do include the spring-loaded shooters in the front, which you can shoot by flipping it over, and then they just shoot out like that. This one doesn't like to work on my version of the set for some reason, but if you turn it around too, you can raise the wings up by lifting these little levers right here. And these lock in place pretty well. They're not going to come undone. The only problem is they're really heavy, so if you flip this around, they are going to come up like this, but they're not going to be able to go down. The only way that you can push them down is either to break the set, or you can just release these levers. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this set. It's a very solid build. I'd say it's worth $70, but now you can pick it up for $50, which is a really good bargain. So yeah, that's it for the TIE Stryker. See you guys on the next one.